Hello friends, we are in my bathroom today. That means we're definitely getting underneath those cabinets, and I am so ready to get this space back in order because I've done it, oh man, half a dozen times or more since we moved into this house about 8 years ago, and nothing has worked out. So I'm trying something a little different, and I have a feeling it's gonna work out this time. So let's get into it. Before we get started, I wanted to mention all of the organizers I used under the bathroom vanity, the drawers, as well as the cabinets, all came from the Target dollar spot. I did pick them up last June, but they were a very popular item, and I could bet money that they will bring them back this year. So keep your eyes peeled for that. They came in two different colors, a dark gray, which I'm using here, but they also had a white color as well. And they still have some of those small sets available online. I will leave the link in the description. So, fun things first, I am removing everything from this cabinet. That way I can prepare it for shelf liner. The white wire shelf and silver drawer storage is coming out of the cabinet permanently. And if I can find another spot in the house, I'll put it there. But as of right now, I don't have a place to rehome it in the house. And it may just be something I end up giving away to one of my family members. I'm not really good about trying to sell anything online. I don't think it's safe to just put your information out there and have strangers come by and haggle you half to death online for something that you're already basically giving away. So just know I always make it a point to try and recycle and reuse the containers in my home. And if I cannot, I have no problem passing them on to someone else who needs them. Now that everything's cleared out, I am going in with my Mr. Clean spray, and I'm giving the cabinet bottom a very good wipe down before I fit it with shelf liner. Typically, when you get to this stage of an organizing project, things can become overwhelming. And so, what I found works for me is grabbing a cardboard box and just setting things inside it in sort of an organized fashion of how I'm going to use it later, how I'm going to reintroduce it into the space. So I'm putting first aid items in the bottom. Those are being rehomed in the bathroom above the toilet. And then I'm putting my feminine hygiene products on top. Those will go under my side of the sink after I map out all of my organizers. Earlier, I mentioned that I was not keeping this drawer unit. So I'm going through and throwing most of what's in there away, short of my hair tools. On the other side, I just had a lot of random face product samples that were expired, sunless tanner, massage oils, some face masks, and some nail products, and some of which will get rehomed. Most of it is going in the trash. And because absolutely no project of mine can go off without a hitch, the hose started to leak. While I waited for my husband to get back from the hardware store, I decided to decant some former beauty routine products into these travel-sized Dollar Tree containers. There was literally just enough for them, which is perfect because I am very lazy about packing skin products when I travel. I don't typically wear makeup, but I will a lot of times when I go out of town, so it just makes sense for me to have that, and now I'll be ready to go. I was so anxious to redo this space that I got ahead of myself and bought the containers beforehand. Just a disclaimer, it is always better to declutter first, figure out what you're keeping, and base your storage solutions on what you're left with to organize. In other words, have a game plan. And by that I mean impulse buy stacking storage bins from the Target dollar spot.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my hair down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun.
Here's where we get to the good stuff. So my original intention with this caddy was just to simply move over all of my hair tools and products from my old metal caddy that was hanging on the door into this plastic one and place it in the back of the cabinet. I don't need it front and center because I air dry my hair most of the time. So that made the most sense. However, you'll notice toward the end that I end up putting my hair products in a completely different container. And this is because once I set up a system for my face and nail products in front of it, I couldn't take the hair caddy out without knocking over half of those items in front of it, or without having to disassemble that unit just to take my hair caddy out. So that didn't make a lot of sense. And it just happens sometimes that you have to shuffle things around more than once to get them exactly how you need them. But I'm still happy with the end result, so that's all that matters.
You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down. Be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off. You don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down. Be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off. Don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You're gone now. Will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
At this point, I was pretty happy with how everything was turning out, but I did step away for just a few hours to make sure that if I came back, I would still like it. And of course, I had to make a few changes. And this is where I went back and decided to rearrange my hair products. So I took everything out of the caddy. I know, so sad, but I do end up using the caddy in the other cabinet. My hair products went into this upper stacking bin, and it actually does work out really well. I don't have to reach into the back of the cabinet and knock everything over to get to it. And I did reintroduce the small stacking storage bins in front of the sink drain, because that is really the only thing that fit there. And then I decided to put my feminine products in it, which you'll see worked out pretty nicely. Normally, I don't have that much feminine products. I usually have one backup box of each, but Kroger had this really great sale that I had to take advantage of. And because I did that, I had like 5 or 6 boxes of everything. And first of all, boxes take up a lot of space, so I went ahead and decanted those. But I also didn't have a lot of extra room to just store them. So I took them out of the box. I was able to put multiple boxes worth into those smaller containers. And also what's great is at some point when I reorganize my head knocker cabinet above the toilet, there is a slot underneath the cabinet portion that is like a shelf, and the smaller stacking bins fit into that spot perfectly. So when it's that time of the month, I can bring those into the restroom and set them on that unused shelf, and it's convenient for me to have right there at the ready when I need it. And then when I don't, I can put it back in the cabinet here with everything else.
I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be inside the noise, I can feel you. Once you've seen all the
Moving on to the next cabinet, you'll notice it's relatively tidy with only towels and baby bath products. This is because more than a year ago, I called myself reorganizing it into what you're currently looking at. Previously, there was a tiered metal shelf on the left-hand side with cleaning products and extra toilet paper on the bottom and our first aid items on top. All the towels were kept in the linen closet on the opposite side of the house. Really, none of it made any sense. I would always forget to grab a towel before showering, and I could never remember how much body wash, shampoo, or razors we had at any given time. So I moved some of those things from the linen closet to the bathroom cabinet, and everything on the tiered shelf came out. It's been much more functional despite its ugliness, but in keeping with simple and tidy, I started by clearing the cabinet, wiping down the existing shelf liner, and then, as you'll notice, I only put back the gray towels, extra body washes, and kids' toiletry items.
all the places. I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you travel the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
I was too excited to declutter this basket full of infant products. Yes, I said infant, and I have two toddlers. So the stuff in this basket was way expired, and I got rid of 90% of it, I would say. Couldn't be happier. Finally, moving on to the drawers, which was by far my most challenging task of the entire project, given that these drawers are very narrow. They're about 6.5 inches wide. The top one is your standard shallow drawer, and then the two on bottom are about 7.5 inches in depth. So I knew right away that I was going to need very specific and even stackable containers if possible. So a modular system. And like Target usually does, they came through for me and I was able to find not one, but two different sets of modular, stackable drawer organizers. And I just used a combination of both in each of the drawers, as you'll see. Here I'm just mapping out where I want each organizer to go. And you'll notice I change it up several times because I want to maximize the space, and I actually only want to put back into the drawer what we're going to use on a regular basis. Everything else was either tossed out or moved to its forever home, which is no longer this drawer.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun, the feeling we chase. I'm wide awake, take me away now. 'Cause I won't go down the same old path again now. No, I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. Feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive, drive, drive. I'm just gonna drive, drive, drive. I'm just gonna drive, drive. It's ours now. The road never ends. It's me and my friends. These are the good times. And I'm feeling like I could go on forever. And I've been running out of air, so let me catch my breath. The feeling I've got's making me crazy. If I'm having a good time, don't you blame me. Yeah, this feeling I've got's making me crazy, making me crazy. So I'm just gonna drive, drive, drive. I'm just gonna drive, drive, drive. I'm just gonna drive, drive. I'm just gonna drive, drive, drive. I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till Just watch me breaking. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. From the get-go, let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games? No, there's no denying what we want. Just watch me break it. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, I wanna make you sweat on me. 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 Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather. But I get high, I get low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
I think this turned out even better than I had hoped. Everything has a place, it's aesthetically pleasing, but most importantly, my husband and kids can easily find whatever they need in here. The modular drawer organizers helped me maximize my vertical space, and I can see this being a long-term solution. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment letting me know how you came across my channel, and be sure to subscribe so we can be friends. Stay well, and I will see you again very soon.
I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
You hear my kids screaming in the back. Mom life. Hello, beautiful.